Hello, it is audible, my voice, all of you.
Yes, sir, it's audible.
Hello. Okay, good
Hello,
afternoon.
sir.
It is visible to all. Okay. Yesterday class we discussed about the directional coupler and applications of the directional coupler. Okay. Yesterday class we discussed about the applications of the magic tree and also rat race junction, and also we discussed the directional coupler, which is a measurement of the power for input or output or forwarded power or backwarded power. We already discussed some parameters related to the directional coupler, isolation, directivity, okay, coupling factors. These are the parameters that will be involved in the directional coupler. We have the formulas, and also we can obtain the scattering matrix of the directional coupler. S is equal to 0p 0 jq. Jq is the imaginary term and p is the real and positive term. Okay, and here we can see the S parameter of the directional coupler, and we have types of directional coupler. Operation is same, but some different construction wise directional coupler is different. Okay, here direction coupler cross coupled coupler is shown in the diagram, and second one is the bifractorated coupler. One is a two-hole cross coupled and another is a bifractorated coupler, and third one two-hole directional coupler. So here we can see two-hole directional coupler, which is seen in the top diagram. Okay, only two types. So here two-hole cross coupled and bifractorated coupler. So here you can see two waveguides that will be connected here. So main waveguide and auxiliary waveguide, which will be seen in the directional coupler only. Okay, which will be seen in the directional coupler. So here in directional coupler, two-hole directional coupler is formed by creating the two holes at a separate of lambda g by 4 distance, where lambda g is the guided wavelength. So the two leakage signals are powers at position 2. You can see here position 2 will be same phase. Okay, same phase representations అనేది considerations అనేది తీసుకుంటున్నాం ఇక్కడ. Hence the signal will be forwarded to the port 4. The signal will be forwarded to the port 4. And two leakage signals at position 1 are the out of the phase 180 degrees phase shift, hence no power will be transmitted to the port 3. So here position 1 and position 2 అనేది తీసుకుంటున్నాం. So two holes will be across that particular auxiliary voltages 0 0 here. You can see one hole here and second position is 2. Okay, so whenever we will be giving the input, then it will be it will be given to the forwarded power port 4 and normal main waveguide port 2. But coming to the port 3 will not be obtained the any power. That is the position 2. Whenever you will go for the port 2 is given, then port 3 will be obtained the power and port 4 will not be obtained the power. So this is the two-hole directional coupler which will be used for the directional couplers. Okay, and coming to the single or breath hole coupler, that means which will be considered as a single or breath hole coupler. So here you can see the coaxial probe output and matched load will be given here, and the coupling hole, only single hole will be placed here, and port 1 and port 2 will be used here. You can see the construction of the single and single hole coupler or breath hole coupler. So here you can see this is formed by creating a single pole coupler for a two waveguides, main waveguide and auxiliary waveguide. So in the diagram, only one pole coupling hole will be placed across the main waveguide and coupler auxiliary pole, auxiliary waveguide. So single hole coupler or breath coupler is formed by creating the single hole coupler for the two waveguides. Okay, and single or power entering into the signal or power entering into the port 1 is taken into the coaxial probe output, The signal or power enter at port 2 is absorbed by the matched load. So signal power anedi, sorry, anything you will be considered a 1 point. Okay, power entering into the port 1 is taken into the coaxial probe output. Coaxial probe output lo power anedi output anedi consideration తీసుకుందాం. Port 2 లో power అనేది enter అవుతే then matched load లో we can absorb the power. So the main waveguide or auxiliary waveguide has been coupled without any effect on the electric and magnetic field. So ఇక్కడ మనకు పాయింట్ ఏంటంటే పోర్ట్ 1 లో మన పవర్ అనేది ఎంటర్ అవుతే కోయాక్సిల్ ప్రోబ్ అవుట్పుట్ లో మనం పవర్ అనేది తీసుకుంటాం. If the port 2 will be enter, then it will be given total signal will be absorbed across the matched load. So port 1 or whatever the main waveguide or auxiliary waveguide will not be affected the any electric field and magnetic field components. Any electric field components or magnetic field components. So always you will be maintain that representation. Okay, this is the types of the waveguides. One is a two-pole directional coupler, another is single pole directional coupler. Other name for the single pole directional coupler is breath hole coupler. That is the representation of the signal. Okay, and coming to the ferrite devices, another important and last topic that will be related to the waveguide components and junctions is considered as a ferrite devices. So ferrite devices అనేది మనకి ఇక్కడ very important role some of the applications of the wireless sensor networks. Okay, so ferrites are non-metallic materials with resistivities nearly 10 power 14 times greater than the metals. So resistivity అనేది చాలా high ఉంటుంది, 10 power 14 times greater than the metal and with dielectric constant around 10 to 15 and relative probability of the order 1000. These devices can be designed with oxide based compounds. Okay, oxide based components ఏవైతే ఉంటాయో వాటిని బేస్ చేసుకొని డివైజెస్ అనేది మనకి ఫెరైట్ డివైజెస్ అనేది డిజైన్ అవుతుంది. సో ఫెరైట్ డివైజెస్, first of all, wherever the ferrite devices it will be initiated, then it will be always be considered as a non-metallic materials. Metallic materials can consideration తీసుకోకూడదు. So here ferrite devices always be supported for the oxide based compounds will be takes place. Oxide based components will be takes place across the ferrite devices. So ferrites has a lot of advantages when compared to whenever you are using the microwave devices. Ferrites అనేది ఎక్కడైతే microwave devices లో యూజ్ చేస్తున్నామో lot of advantages compared to the other components. Because of high sensitivity, they can be used in up to 100 gigahertz. They will be used as a 100 gigahertz frequency range. Okay, so ferrites have one more property is useful to the microwave frequencies, that is non-reciprocal property. When two circularly polarized waves, one rotating in clockwise direction, other in anti-clock direction, are made to propagate through ferrite. So మనకి ఇక్కడ ferrite devices అనేది ఇక్కడ నాన్ రెసిప్రోకల్ ప్రాపర్టీస్ అనేది సపోర్ట్ చేస్తుంది. సో మెటీరియల్ reacts differently to the two rotating fields. They are present in the different effective probabilities of the both waves. ఎక్కడైతే మనకి two waves అనేది మనం యూజ్ చేస్తున్నామో ఆ waves ని బేస్ చేసుకొని ఇక్కడ మనం కన్సిడరేషన్ తీసుకున్నాం. ఒకటి క్లాక్ వైజ్, అనదర్ ఇస్ యాంటీ క్లాక్ వైజ్ polarized waves అనేది తీసుకుంటే which will be rotating the property of the ferrite So there will be differently there will be two rotating fields will be present here that will be affected. The effective probabilities of the both waves will be considered here. So this is the ferrite devices introduction. So ferrite devices అనేది metallic materials to compare చేసినప్పుడు they will have the 10 power 14 times greater than the metal resistivity and dielectric constant around 10 to 15 and relative probabilities of order 1000 అనేది consideration తీసుకుంటాం. So always probabilities will be maintained across the rotating the ferrite device rod. Okay, that will be also be considered here. So always they will be mixed with designed with oxide based compounds. Oxide based components అనేది ఇక్కడ ferrite oxides అనేది మనం ఇక్కడ యూజ్ చేస్తాం. So lot of advantages in the wireless communication, so which is useful to the frequency range of 100 gigahertz. So another important property, non-reciprocal property, also be supported here. And this is the introduction about the ferrite devices. And we have ferrite rotation in ferrite devices. What is meant by ferrite rotation in ferrite devices? Okay, they will have some principle for the ferrite rotation in the ferrite devices. So here you can see some diagram which is represented some xy axis. So port 1 and port 2 with the length of waveguide will be L will be considered here. So here considered an infinite lossless medium. Okay, some infinite lossless medium will be considered here with a static field of V naught is applied to the z direction. Okay, some static field will be considered here that will be applied to the z direction. The plane the plane TEM wave will be considered here. So linearly polarized is made to the propagate through the ferrite devices in z direction. So ferrite device అనేది z direction లో మనకి propagate అయ్యేటట్టుగా కన్సిడరేషన్ తీసుకుంటున్నాం. The plane of polarization of this wave will rotate with distance. This phenomena is called as ferrite rotation. సో ఎప్పుడైతే ఫెరైడ్ అనేది z డైరెక్షన్ లో మనం కన్సిడరేషన్ తీసుకుంటున్నామో ద ప్లేన్ ఆఫ్ పోలరైజేషన్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ వేవ్ విల్ రొటేట్ విత్ డిస్టెన్స్. దిస్ ఫినామినా ఇస్ నోన్ యాజ్ ఫెరైడ్ రొటేషన్. దిస్ ఫినామినా ఇస్ నోన్ యాజ్ ఫెరైడ్ రొటేషన్. సో మనకి ఎప్పుడైతే ప్లేన్ ఆఫ్ పోలరైజేషన్ అనేది ఆ రొటేషన్ విత్ ఏ డిస్టెన్స్ అనేది కన్సిడరేషన్ తీసుకుంటున్నామో ఎప్పుడైతే అలా రొటేట్ అవుతుందో విత్ ఏ డిస్టెన్స్, then this phenomena always be considered as a ferrite rotation కింద మనం కన్సిడరేషన్ అనేది తీసుకుంటాం. So when a wave is transmitting from port 1 to port 2, then it is undergoes a rotation in anti-clockwise direction. So whenever the wave will be entering to the transmitted in the from port 1 to port 2, then undergoes a rotation of the anti-clockwise direction. So మనకి ఎప్పుడైతే ఈ ఫెరైడ్ రొటేషన్ అనేది మనం కన్సిడరేషన్ తీసుకుంటున్నామో, సో whenever the wave will be entering into the waveguide from port 1 to port 2, then it will be rotated in the anti-clockwise direction లో మనకు ఆ ఫెరైడ్ డివైస్ అనేది రొటేట్ అవుతుంది. Even if same wave is allowed to propagate from port 2 to port 1, it will be undergoes rotation in the same direction. So even port 2 to port 1 అనేది మనం transmit చేసినా కూడా it will be undergoes a anti-clockwise direction only. Same rotation లో మనకు సిగ్నల్ అనేది ట్రాన్స్మిట్ అవుతుంది. So we have three types of ferrite devices. Okay, we have three types of ferrite devices. One is gyrator, and second one is circulator, and the third one is isolator. Okay, మనకి ferrite devices అనేది three types ఉన్నాయి. One is gyrator, and second one is circulator, and third one is isolator. So you can see one by one. This is the gyrator, and second one is isolator, and third one is circulator. Okay, these three are the basic ferrite devices types. Okay, ferrite rotation ఒకటి ప్రిన్సిపల్ అది. తర్వాత మనకి టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ ferrite devices వచ్చేసరికి త్రీ టైప్స్ ఉన్నాయి. One is gyrator. First one is gyrator here. You can see one by one principle and operation. So this is the gyrator. So pi radians అనేది తీసుకుంటున్నాం. pi అంటే 180 degrees radians ఇది. So here port 1 and port 2 will be here. Okay. This is the basic construction, how the waves will be entered, how 90 degrees twist will be takes place, and some ferrite rod will be placed across the port 2, and it will be rotated 90 degrees, and same wave will be propagated here. Okay. So here, wait a minute. So here, two-port device that has a relative phase shift of 180 degrees from transmission from port 2 to port 1 to port 2. No phase shift from the transmission from port 2 to port 1. So port 1 నుంచి port 2 కి వెళ్ళాలంటే phase shift అనేది కన్సిడరేషన్ అనేది తీసుకుంటున్నాం. అలానే మనకి port 2 టు port 1 వెళ్ళాలంటే 0 degrees అనేది కన్సిడరేషన్ తీసుకుంటున్నాం. ఇక్కడ క్లియర్ గా గైరేటర్ చూడండి. పోర్ట్ 1 నుంచి పోర్ట్ 2 కి మనం సిగ్నల్ అనేది ట్రాన్స్మిట్ చేయాలంటే, పవర్ అనేది ట్రాన్స్మిట్ చేయాలంటే, వేవ్ గైడ్ అనేది సిగ్నల్ అనేది EM వేవ్ అనేది they will have the 180 degrees phase shift. Okay. And whenever you transmits the port 2 to the port 1, then they need 0 phase shift. They will be supported for the 0 phase shift. So here gyrator consists of the rectangular waveguide and circular waveguide, some ferrite rod. You can see here, this is the rectangular waveguide, and this is the circular waveguide, which is a shape of the circular waveguide, and some ferrite rod. So ferrite rod అనేది ఇక్కడ యూస్ చేస్తున్నారు. So ferrite rod is placed in the circular waveguide with 90 degrees phase shift. You can see ferrite rod which is placed in the 90 degrees phase shift. And here, coming to the operation, when a wave enter into the port 1, then it rotates by 90 degrees because of the twist in the waveguide. Because of the twist and 90 degrees. 90 degrees kachithanga, whatever the signal that will be obtained, they will be bend will be takes place across the waveguide. Bend will be takes place across the waveguide. So it again undergoes ferrite rotation through 90 degrees because of the ferrite rod. సో ఎప్పుడైతే 90 degrees అనేది ఫేజ్ షిఫ్ట్ అనేది మనకు ఇక్కడ కన్సిడరేషన్ తీసుకున్నామో డ్యూ టు ద ట్విస్ట్, and that will be enter into the across the ferrite rod. Whenever it will be enter into the ferrite rod, the wave which comes out of the port 2 will have the phase shift of 180 degrees compared to the wave entering into the port 1, because across the twist 90 degrees and across the ferrite rod they will be obtained the 90 degrees. So due to that reason, total 180 degrees phase shift will be obtained across the port 2 compared to the port 1. So, but same wave enter into the port 2 undergoes ferrite rotation through 90 degrees in the same anti-clockwise direction. Because of the twist, this wave gets rotated back by 90 degrees, come out of the port 1 with 0 degrees phase shift. Come out of the port 1 with 0 degrees port 1. So this is the major operation of the gyrator. Similar operation will be takes place for other components also. So you can see whenever TE10 mode that will be entering into the port 1, so the waves will be traveled with a twist across the twist. It will be takes place 90 degrees, and again that will be entering into the ferrite rod, another 190 degrees, then it will be entering into the port 2. Same wave that will be entered reverse direction, only 90 degrees will be takes place, and 0 phase shift will be obtained across the receiving of the port 2 to the port 1. That is the gyrator operation. And coming to the isolator, here you can see isolated block diagram. Here you can see isolated block diagram, microwave source and some load. One is microwave source to the load, minimum attenuation, load to the source, maximum attenuation will be obtained. So here minimum attenuation and maximum attenuation takes place here. So whenever you use the isolator in between the microwave source and load, then what will be happening? So whenever using the isolator, the backwarded attenuation will be stopped by the isolator. The backward attenuation will be stopped by the isolator. So మనకి ఎప్పుడైతే ఐసోలేటర్ అనేది ఫంక్షనాలిటీ అనేది తీసుకుంటున్నామో ఐసోలేషన్ ఫంక్షనాలిటీ డైరెక్ట్ గా సింపుల్ ఒక సెంటెన్స్ లో చెప్పాలంటే ఐసోలేటర్ ఓన్లీ ఫార్వర్డ్స్ ద డేటా doesn't allows the any reflections or backward signals. That is the main advantage of the isolator. So that's why whenever using the microwave junction, that means microwave devices, after the microwave source you will be use the microwave isolator. Microwave isolator అనేది ఇక్కడ isolated component అనేది యూస్ చేస్తాం. What is the reason means they doesn't allow the any backward signals, only it will be forwards the signals, only they will be forwards the signals to the forward the signal to the connection. Okay, so here this is the basic internal structure of the signal, how the signal will be takes place, how it will be function. Okay, and coming to the operation of the isolator here. The isolator has a two-port device which provides the small amount of attenuation for transmission from port 1 to port 2, but provides the maximum attenuation from port 2 to the port 1. So the most microwave generator that output amplitude and frequency fluctuations with change in the load impedance. So isolator is inserted between the generator and load, and the generator is coupled to the load with zero attenuation and reflections, if any, from load side are completely absorbed by the isolator. So the coming to the construction, how it will be function means the construction of the isolator is similar to the gyrator, except that isolator make use of 45 twist instead of using the 90 degrees twist. So మనకి ఇక్కడ బ్లాక్ డయాగ్రామ్ లో చూడండి, instead of using the 90 degrees twist, we are using the 45 twist. Okay, and 45 Farad rotation Farad rod will be placed across that particular representation. So resistive cord is placed along the larger dimension of the rectangular waveguide to absorb a wave. Resistive cord which is placed along the longer dimension of the rectangular waveguide to absorb a wave. Wave ni absorb cheyadaniki it is some resistive cord anedi మనం అక్కడ చేసాం. So whenever TE10 mode wave is passing through the port 1 through the resistive cord and is not attenuated. Okay, resistive cord నుంచి మనకి ఏదైతే ఫస్ట్ కార్డ్ అనే సిగ్నల్ అనేది మనం TE10 అనేది ట్రాన్స్మిట్ చేస్తున్నామో ఆ ట్రాన్స్మిట్ చేసినప్పుడు ఏమవుతుందంటే they doesn't absorb the any signal, so అక్కడ attenuation అనేది ఏం జరగదు. After coming out of the cord, the wave get shifted by the 45 degrees because of the twist in anti-clockwise direction. So 45 degrees అనేది twist అనేది anti-clockwise direction లో మనకి సిగ్నల్ అనేది twist అవుతుంది. Then by another 45 degrees in anti-clock direction because of the ferrite rod present across the circular waveguide. Hence the wave comes out of the port 2 with the same polarization as the port 1 without any attenuation. When a wave is transmitted from port 2 to the port 1, then the wave gets rotated by 45 degrees due to the ferrite rotation in the clockwise direction. Further get rotation 45 degrees, the clockwise direction do not twist in the waveguide. So ekkadaithe mana clockwise direction lo manaku further 45 degrees anedi ferrite devices transmit అయినప్పుడు port 2 to port 1 అనేది okay transmit అయ్యింది. Another 45 degrees అనేది clockwise direction లో అక్కడ ఎటువంటి చేంజెస్ అనేది తీసుకోదు. సో ఎప్పుడైతే మనకి ఎటువంటి ట్విస్ట్ లేకుండా అక్కడ మనకి ట్రాన్స్మిట్ అవుతుందో, నౌ the plane of the polarization of the wave will be parallel with the resistive cord, hence the wave will be completely absorbed by the resistive cord. ఎక్కడైతే మనకి అక్కడ సిగ్నల్ అనేది reaches to the resistive cord from port 2 to port 1, then it is in the parallel, then due to that reason the wave will be completely absorbed by the resistive cord, and the output at port 1 will be 0, and the output at port 1 will be 0. So power is dissipated in the form of heat at resistive cord. Power is dissipated in the form of heat at resistive cord. So this is the major construction or operation of the what is this isolator. Isolator is the only forward direction, doesn't allows the required forward direction. కింద చూడండి ఇది TE10 నుంచి ఫార్వర్డ్ డైరెక్షన్ అనేది ట్రాన్స్మిట్ చేస్తున్నాం. అండ్ నెక్స్ట్ వచ్చేసరికి ఏంటంటే కిందది TE10 అనేది రివర్స్ డైరెక్షన్. సో రివర్స్ డైరెక్షన్ లో లాస్ట్ లో చూడండి ఈ 45 ప్లస్ అయ్యి 90 డిగ్రీస్ వస్తుంది, సిగ్నల్ అనేది వస్తుంది. కానీ అక్కడ మనకి ఏమవుతుంది, ఆ 90 డిగ్రీస్ అనేది ఈ రెసిస్టివ్ కార్డ్ ఒక ప్యారలల్ కండిషన్ వచ్చేసరికి ప్యారలల్ గా మనకి వేవ్ అనేది వచ్చేసరికి ఏమవుతుందంటే టోటల్ సిగ్నల్ విల్ బి అబ్జర్వ్డ్ అండ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ డిస్పోర్టెడ్ ఇన్ ద హీట్ అక్రాస్ ద రెసిస్టివ్ కార్డ్. సో ఎప్పుడైతే మనకు సిగ్నల్ అనేది అక్కడ డిస్పోజ్ అవుతుందో ఆటోమేటిక్లీ సిగ్నల్ విల్ బి లాస్. సో డజంట్ any signal will not be obtained across the backward direction, only it will be allows the forward direction. So TE10 అనేది signal that will be forwards the signal with some signal. So microwave enter into the isolator with resistive card. So resistive card అనేది ఇక్కడ మన ఎంటర్ అవుతుంది. సో రెసిస్టివ్ కార్డ్ అనేది ఎంటర్ అయిన తర్వాత మనకి అక్కడ ఎటువంటి సిగ్నల్ అనేది రిఫ్లెక్షన్స్ అనేది ఏమి తీసుకోదు, ఓకేనా. సో 45 డిగ్రీస్ అనేది ట్విస్ట్ అనేది అవుతుంది. ఆఫ్టర్ దట్ దట్ విల్ బి రీచెస్ టు ద ఫెర్రైట్ డివైస్. ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆల్సో బై 45 degrees instead of using the 90 degrees across the guidator. So it will be reaches to the port 2. సో ఓన్లీ ఫార్వర్డ్ డైరెక్షన్స్ మన సిగ్నల్ అనేది ట్రాన్స్మిట్ చేసేసాం. అండ్ బ్యాక్వర్డ్ డైరెక్షన్కి వచ్చేసరికి ఫెర్రైట్ డివైజెస్ దగ్గరికి వచ్చేసరికి 45 డిగ్రీస్ తీసుకుంటుంది. అలానే ట్విస్ట్ దగ్గరికి వచ్చేసరికి 45 డిగ్రీస్ తీసుకుంటుంది. అండ్ రెసిస్టివ్ కార్డ్ దగ్గరికి వచ్చేసరికి ఏంటంటే మనకి రెసిస్టివ్ కార్డ్ దగ్గరికి వచ్చేసరికి టోటల్ సిగ్నల్ విల్ బి ప్యారలల్ టు ద రెసిస్టివ్ కార్డ్ అండ్ ఇట్ విల్ బి అబ్జర్వ్డ్. It will be observed. So due to that reason, it will be observed across the resistive card. So isolator, which will be used after the microwave source. That is the reason there is no reflections or backward signals will not be allowed by the isolator. Only it will be allows the forward directions only. Only it will be allows the forward directions. Okay. Last one, circulator. Same similar representation, but here somewhat different. Circulator is a 4-port network. Circulator is a 4-port network. So circulator is a 4-port device that each terminal is connected to the next clockwise terminal. So port 1, port 2, port 3, port 4. And the clockwise direction lo circulator anedi eppudu terminals anedi connect ayi. So here you can see some basic representation of the circulator. Port 1 to port 2, port 2 to port 3, port 3 to port 4, and port 4 to port 1. It is a circular form. Okay. And here you can see what is the how the signal will be enters into the port 1 to port 2, and port 2 to port 3, and port 3 to port 4. How it will be function. Okay. Operation will be diagram. Okay. So you can see here. Port 1 is connected to the port 2 only, but not in port 3 and port 4. Port 2 is connected to the port 3 only, that is connected, and port 3 is connected to the port 4, not in port 1 and port 2. That is the construction of the circulator. And coming to the operation here, the power is transmitted port 1 to port 2 only through the ferrite rod by an angle of 45 degrees. The power is transmitted from port 1 to port 2 by using the ferrite rod by an angle of 45 degrees. The power is transmitted to the port 3 from port 2 through the ferrite rod by the same angle of 45 degrees. So 45 degrees angle అనేది మనం యూజ్ చేసుకొని ferrite rod port 1 to port 2 అనే పవర్ అనేది ట్రాన్స్మిట్ అవుతుంది. At the same time, same ferrite rod with the angle of 45 degrees, it will be also be traveled to the port 2 to the port 3. And here again the power will be transmitted to the port 4 from port 3 by phase shift of the 45 degrees through the ferrite rod. So finally we are getting the power from port 1 to port 1 with the output again it will be reaches to the port 1 with a phase shift of 180 degrees. So 1 to 45 degrees, 2 to 3 45 degrees, and 2 to 3 to 4, another 45 degrees. So total power 4 to 1, again it will be reaches 45 degrees. Then total power will be 180 degrees. So total power will be 180 degrees. So manaki power anedi 180 degrees anedi ikkada representation anedi vastundi. Okay, this is the circulator. They will ask anyone. They will ask types of the Faraday devices. They will be asked gyrator, or they will singly. They will ask only for circulator and applications of that particular circulator. Okay. So coming to the circulator applications. Circulator application. A circulator can be used as a duplexer for radar antenna system. Circulator అనేది డూప్లెక్సర్ కింద యూజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు బికాస్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఏ 4-port నెట్వర్క్. సో యాంటెనా అనేది మనకి ఎలా అయితే సర్క్యులేటర్ అనేది సర్క్యులర్ గా పవర్ అనేది డిస్ట్రిబ్యూట్ అవుతుంది కాబట్టి సో యూ కెన్ యూజ్ యాజ్ ఏ రేడార్ యాంటెనా సిస్టమ్. రేడార్ యాంటెనా సిస్టమ్ లో డూప్లెక్సర్ కింద సర్క్యులేటర్ ని ఫంక్షన్ చేస్తాం. సో ఇక్కడ చూడండి, రేడార్ ట్రాన్స్మిటర్ అనేది ఇక్కడ యూజ్ చేస్తున్నాం. రేడార్ రిసీవర్ ఇది యాంటెనా. పోర్ట్ 1 నుంచి మ్యాచ్ లో టెర్మినల్ అనేది ఇక్కడ యూజ్ చేస్తున్నాం. సో ట్రాన్స్మిటర్ అనేది ట్రాన్స్మిట్ చేస్తుంది యాంటెనాకి. So this is the 1 to 2, and antenna will be 2 to 3 receiving signal, and receiving signal to the matched load and load to the transmitter representation. This is the major representation of the signal. So that's why we can use in the duplexer. And similarly, circulator, 3-port circulator can be used as a tunnel diodes. టన్నల్ డయోడ్స్ కింద 3-port నెట్వర్క్ అనేది కూడా సర్క్యులేటర్ కింద యూజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. 4-port తీసేసి 1 to 2, 2 to 3 and 3 to 1. అగైన్ సర్క్యులేటర్ విచ్ విల్ బి 3-port సర్క్యులేటర్ విచ్ విల్ బి యూజ్డ్ ఫర్ ద టన్నల్ డయోడ్స్. టన్నల్ డయోడ్స్ లో ఎక్కువగా యూజ్ చేస్తాం. ఓకే, అండ్ సర్క్యులేటర్ కెన్ బి యూజ్డ్ యాజ్ ఏ లో పవర్ డివైజెస్ as they can handle. Low power device they can be handled. So low power devices ekkadaithe microwaves lo use chestunamo, there you can use the circulator instead of using the other components. These are the applications of the circulator, only applications of the circulator. So 3 applications ni support chestundi. Circulator can be used as a duplexer for radar antenna system, and 3-port network can be used for the signal. Okay, 3-port circulator can be used as a tunnel diode, and circulator can be used as a low power devices. So మీకు ఈ యూనిట్ లో ఫస్ట్ ఏంటంటే మైక్రోవేవ్ కాంపోనెంట్స్ గురించి డిస్కస్ చేసాం. మైక్రోవేవ్ కాంపోనెంట్స్ అనేది ఏం యూజ్ చేస్తున్నామని. ఓకే, దట్ మీన్స్ ఐరిస్, పోర్ట్స్, ట్విస్ట్, కపులర్స్, జాయింట్స్, బెండ్స్, ఇలా డిఫరెంట్ స్మాల్ కాంపోనెంట్స్ అనేది యూజ్ చేసాం. Afterwards, we'll be discussing about the attenuators and phase shifters. Attenuators gurinchi, phase shifters gurinchi discuss chesam. Okay, fixed attenuators and variable attenuators, and fixed phase shifters and variable phase shifters. Okay, based on that only we can decide. And after that, we can discuss about the microwave junctions. Microwave junctions gurinchi discuss chesam. Microwave junctions anedi ela functions అవుతాయి. In that 3-port network, 4-port network, we also discuss about the S parameters. S parameters kuda discuss chesam. And coming to the E plane T and H plane T and the magic tree and hybrid ring, these are the microwave junctions. And also along with that, we can discuss about the directional coupler, types of directional couplers. We discuss it there. And next, finally, we can discuss the Faraday devices. Faraday devices are 3 types: circulator and gyrator and isolator. Isolator అనేది ఎక్కువగా యూజ్ చేస్తాం, circulator isolators అనేది compared to the gyrator. And coming to the circulator applications, we have 3 types of circulator applications. Okay, these are the 5th unit. These are the 5th unit concept. Okay, 5th unit లో ఇవన్నీ టాపిక్స్ అనేది చూస్తాం. చాలా మటుకు ఈజీ అవి. ఓకే, ఎనీ డౌట్స్ ప్లీజ్ ఆస్క్ మీ. ఏదైనా డౌట్స్ ఉంటే అడగండి అమ్మా.